All right, hello and welcome to Nine Lives to Defend. This is something I've covered in the past through a demo, but this is the full game. I'd like to thank the developer for hooking me up with a free copy of the game, and yeah, we'll just begin. This is going to be, I should point out, this is going to be more of a review video than an actual gameplay, although we'll do gameplay, but because I've played this for a while and I've already kind of really finished it, it kind of fits, I think, to make this more of... I should have bought something like here. Oh, well, anyway, and make it more of a review video. Anyway, the point is, you have several different types of characters you get to unlock. It's a little bit strange with the unlock system because the unlock system is tied directly to the characters. I guess it's not strange, but I guess I'm so used to being able to play a game and unlock a central set of stats that are usable for everyone. That it's a little bit strange at first to have to do it differently here, but it's not a big deal, not a problem. You also get some amulets that you can use that are going to make your run a little bit better or easier, just different things that are cool. I've only bought two because I've been buying other things, and then there's missions you get which, I don't know, they're just kind of there for fun. I don't think they really do anything super great. And then we can change our different difficulty. The difficulty changes I don't feel are really that important. I mean, you could the only thing that you're going to notice is the difference in the bonus. I have been sticking on Snappy. I find it to work really pretty decently. They've got a handful of levels that all look basically the same. There's a little bit of difference in each one, but they're pretty much the same thing. I'm going to try this guy because I haven't played with him yet, so I figure that's a good idea. Or probably would have made more sense to play as a samurai, but whatever. But yeah, anyway, this is this is going to be the general gist of what you see as things go on. We get to choose our new thing to kind of, upgrade our characters, or upgrade our character, the general kind of thing that you always see with these games. And it works really well. Like, it goes pretty quick. Overall, I've been pretty satisfied with the upgrades. I do wish we had more kind of passive related stuff as opposed to just kind of combat related. Just because I feel like it would make a bit more of a kind of lasting experience instead of just always hoping to get something that's going to be decent for a new attack or upgrading a current one. But it's not like a huge deal. It's not a big complaint. It's just something I do wish was a little bit different. Enemy design, it's a little bit weird because we've got, I think these are fleas, mosquitoes, rats, and kind of like a whole bunch of different enemies of different kinds. I don't really remember all of them. They're not, exactly what I would consider super memorable, but they're there and they do what you would expect. They die relatively quickly. It all feels very fair. There's never been a time that I've been overly frustrated. It's just, overall, it's just been a pretty chill and good experience, which is good. Because in games like this, it can become very difficult to continue playing. Like, what's the point? Why are you even doing this anymore? Especially if you get, like, too powerful or... I mean, yeah, really, it's that. If you get too powerful too quickly, then you're just kind of waiting until time ends. And, I chose the 12-minute window to I don't think it really makes sense for this video to play through the 24-minute window when you're going to have a pretty good idea of whether or not you'd even be interested in this game within the first 6 minutes, because it takes about 4 minutes, I think, for our first mini-boss to show up. And then after that, it's just really more of the same. And, I mean, if you don't like it at that point, you're probably not going to get into it. I found it to be pretty enjoyable. Like, I mean, at this point, I think I got close to 2 hours. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look back and see how much time I have on it. But, you know, I've got well over an hour. That's a true thing. That's one thing I know for sure. And I think that's good. Let's see. The poop bomb is kind of disappointing. I knew I should have done the Viking. The Viking cat's my favorite one because he's got an axe and he like throws it and kind of like boomerangs back, and it's pretty cool. The starting cat is also pretty good. But I mean, really, in general, like all of the choices you have for the cat, I think they're pretty good. Like they're relatively similar. They all kind of have the basics down, but you know, they all have their own specific special move. I will say the Bionic Cat special move is hot garbage in comparison to what other people get. The Viking gets this cool lightning attack that will just, you know, it'll kill a lot of enemies very quickly, especially if you get the upgrades for it, if you get lucky. So, I'm definitely a little bit disappointed with this one, with this little blaster attack that's not very effective, but oh well. What can we do? I did not pause it. I don't know what that was all about. One thing the game does really well that I think is something I usually have a common complaint with stuff like this is a lot of games like this normally just seem to struggle with getting the speed correct, or making the speed something that's not awful. It does a good job here. Like, I feel like it's, for the most part, I've been pretty satisfied with how quickly I'm able to move and everything. But yeah, this is where it would have been more useful to be a different character that has a better special attack, because Bionic Cat's special is not good. It's too short, and it doesn't do enough damage. So I'm kind of disappointed with that. And if you take damage, it's cool, because all you have to do is eat some more of that kibble. If I can get to it. I think the issue is, apparently my controller is connecting and disconnecting. Kind of weird. My cat was messing with the USB cord earlier, so it's probably what happened. Seven minutes to go. Yeah. So I mean, really, just like the experience has been pretty positive. It's really easy to get into. The graphics are fine. They look good. You know, we got the cat. Who doesn't like cats? A lot of different insects and bugs. Like we got ticks. I'm not sure what those are. I think those might be beetles. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm a little confused as to like the stuff that we're attacking. Like, you've got mosquitoes, flies, ticks, some kind of beetle or ants, and slugs. Only some of these are things that I would associate with like cats, considering like, you know, enemies or whatever. And flies are definitely one of them. I know my cats go after flies quite a bit whenever they see them. Mosquitoes, not so much. They don't really seem to care about mosquitoes. Well, also, we don't really usually get too many mosquitoes where I live, which is nice. I'm not really sure what I would add. Like probably some frogs, snakes, perhaps. Mice and rats, which of course they have those here. Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's a general gist. We're gonna go for a couple more minutes, like 5 more minutes, just so you know that's about how much longer this video is gonna last. Just so you can see what like a whole run looks like. But I mean, honestly, you've seen pretty much everything there is to see. That's the game in a nutshell. And it's either going to be for you or it's not. I don't know, I personally like it. I don't know, there's just something really charming about this game. And I think a big part of it is, you know, the fact you're a cat. The graphics are crisp and nice. Like, it's got like this sense of kind of a little bit of a chill vibe to it. And then, of course, like a sense of danger as well. Because obviously we have all the different enemies and bugs. You can tell, like, as time has progressed, things have started to kind of increase with how many enemies are on screen at once, and the, you know, difficulty tier of them. So it's a nice level of progression. Like, it's something that pacing wise, I think it does really, really well. And I really like those little cutscenes that happen with our enemies. Like, it's hard to look at these and say, like, oh, okay, this is actually like something that's would be considered potentially a dangerous situation. Like, I highly doubt it. Like, I don't think any of these enemies really fit like the category of being scary or dangerous, but there's something really charming about the cat doing the little cutscene where it gets all excited about, like, not excited, but serious about what's about to transpire. I don't know, I really like it. I just think it's a very nice effect. Really like it if this thing would just die already. Oh, well, okay, anyway, I died. That's fine. It all works out for the best. That was totally on purpose. I wasn't, but I mean, it should have been, and it's an important part. So when you die, you're a cat, so yes, you have 9 lives, which I think is done really well with how it does. I like the fact that when you die, you actually do a pretty considerable amount of damage. So it's one of those things that if you really, really needed to, you could use it to your advantage. Dang, I was hoping he was going to walk over the poo. That would have probably been enough to kill him. Well, I like that when we kill, like, the boss, the mini-boss, that we get a, you know, a chest. I do wish we had more chests, like, throughout the game. It's one thing that I would say the game is missing, is that kind of instant gratification. I don't really want to say instant gratification, but a lot of games, like, if you think of Vampire Survivors, right? Vampire Survivors has a very colorful, it's very colorful when you get your chests appear at random. there's a lot of stuff that's always happening in the game to kind of give you that sense of reward, the dopamine. Uh, and honestly, I don't think I've played a game in the same vein that has managed to pull off things at the same level that Vampire Survivors does. And it's unfortunate because there's so many games that are like it. I think one of the problems we run into is people create a game that's similar, but they're trying to do it something to make it feel unique and feel like it's, their own thing, and it's not heavily derived from Vampire Survivors. And so, unfortunately, we run into this case where people are creating something where, in their effort to make it unique, they are removing, or not really removing, they're not adding the things to the game that would potentially make it have that same level of pizzazz. So, I mean, that's just me though. Like, and it's not to say like this game is directly influenced by Vampire Survivors. It's just like the easiest game to remember in the the realm of mobile tower defense simulators where you're the tower. I think it just, of all the games in the last couple of years that are very much in that category, it's easily the most memorable title. So, yeah, I can't not, or can't not, that's a double negative. I can't look at it without, thinking of that, so. Yeah, this process is going to take a little bit because I don't have any really good attacks to do this. I guess I could just die repeatedly. Right on top of it. Like, I have plenty of lives for this situation. That'll kind of make the process quicker. Either that or being right on top of it when I use this special. It's probably what I'll do, just for the interest of time. Usually when I play this, I try to just stay alive the entire time, because it's something satisfying about having survived without losing a single life. But it doesn't really do you any good, and it's not really important. It's, I encourage you to die at least once, just to kind of see what it's like. But also, like for a personal challenge for yourself, stay alive. So as we approach the end of this experience with Loki, the cat and his montage of bad guys, I really only have positive things to say about the game. Like, it's charming, it's fun and entertaining, it's pretty engaging. If you like games like this, like, there's no reason you're not going to walk into this and have a good time. It does all the things that it needs to do, and it does it a good job. Like, I mean, it just, yeah, there's some things that I wish were a little bit different. Like, I wish we had a little bit more of passive attacks. I wish there were more, like, kind of bells and whistles for when we're playing, like, different rewards for doing stuff. I just want more flashy lights that look nice, or like, and coins, but like, just have some flashy stuff that's like, oh, look at you, you're doing a great job, you're kind of awesome. At the end, like, it'd been cool if, like, maybe we had some little other cats jump out and just be all excited about it. Look at this, but yeah, I don't know, I feel like it could have been maybe a little bit different. So, all right, and there you go. That's it. That's the gist. 9 Lives to Defend. It's a fun game. I definitely recommend it. I think you'll have a good time with it. Let's see. It is currently in early access. So talk about like what's coming up. It's going to be in early access for about 6 months. Full version will have some new characters, amulets, maps, enemies, and cards. Better balance, quality of life features, and or game modes. So the current price is $3, but if you take the 30% discount, it's $2. So, I mean, it's super cheap, and you definitely are going to get your money's worth for that price right now, I would say. I only see this, like, getting better and better over time. So it gets a solid recommendation for me. I think you'll have a good time with it. The link is in the description. I encourage you to check it out. And if you like it, buy it or wishlist it for now, whatever works best for you. And thanks for watching.